Hello everyone. Today's video presentation is titled Why Join the MCPBA? My name is Stanley Jean Poir and I am the current president of the MCPBA. And today what I'm going to do is answer 10 of the most frequently asked questions in reference to the MCPBA and my experiences in the organization. Here we go. Question number 1. What does the MCPBA stand for? The MCPBA, the letters are actually an acronym for the Miami Community Police Benevolent Association. Prior to 1973, the C stood for colored. This was a time of segregation. Number 2. When was the MCPBA founded? The MCPBA was founded in 1946. Number 3. Why was the MCPBA created? The organization was created by Ralph White and Isaac Davis and 17 other black officers to fight for civil rights and also fight to end segregation on the police department. Number 4. What are some of the special observances of the MCPBA? I would say it's 2 of them. Number 1 is September 1st, Founders Day. That day was chosen to honor the first 5 original officers, black officers of the police department. And number 2, May 11th. That was the day that the city of Miami proclaimed its MCPBA Day in honor of this organization. Number 5. What are the colors of the MCPBA? Purple and white. Number 6. Who can join the MCPBA? Any sworn officer or any civilian, in particular that works for the police department, a public service aide, property specialists, crime scene investigators, just to name a few. Number 7. Can I be a member of the MCPBA and the FOP? Yes, you can. The MCPBA is an advocacy group and also it's a social organization. It was the original police union for black officers from 1946 until 1971. And in 1972, the FOP took over as bargaining for all members. The FOP represents its membership also, but tends to focus more on collective bargaining issues. Number 8, reason I joined. Well, the reason I joined was when I first joined the department back in 1998, I had senior officers or veteran officers, for instance, retired Assistant Chief Frank Christmas, retired Sergeant Errol Stewart. These were my mentors. They were veterans and they were also members of the MCPBA. They taught me about the great things that the MCPBA were doing, and so I wanted to become a member. Number 9, favorite part of being an MCPBA member. I would say one of the first things that, there's several of them. I would say one of the first things is, like I mentioned earlier, September 1st, Founders Day. Usually that week we do a big picnic to celebrate the organization. We have friends, family, our kids are there, we have music, great food, and we also see officers that we haven't seen in a long time, like retired members, retired officers, and even the people that we work with. The second thing I would say that is, I really think is important is our social action. We get out there and we do community surveys in the community. We have collaborative efforts with organizations like Pulse and Circle Brotherhood, and we try to be active in the community and recruit young people in the community to become police officers in the City Miami Police Department. And lastly, I would say the MCPBA Ball. That's something that we have every 2 years. You know, the men get to dress up in their tuxedos, the women get to dress in their beautiful dresses. Everyone's looking good, great food, great music. We have community leaders come to our MCPBA Ball, and also we have the leaders from the police department, and we get to network, and so it usually turns out to be a great event. Number 10, what are the benefits of being a member of the MCPBA? Number 1, representation. We can represent our members basically in everything, just like the FOP, just like the HOA. For instance, if you're a sworn-on officer, we can represent you in internal affairs, we can represent you in civil service board hearings, we can represent you in shootings. These are some things we can represent you on.
Secondly, legal defense fund. That's another benefit for sworn officers. For instance, you're doing your job to the best of your ability, and you're under investigation, and you need an attorney. What the MCA will do is provide you with $1,000 to help you pay or to offset the cost of your attorney. And lastly, I would say lifetime membership. Lifetime membership, not only when you retire, you after 15 years of credible service in the organization and the police department, you receive $1,000 on your retirement, but it doesn't end there. You are still part of this member of this organization. You become considered a retired honorary member, and that's for life. You're allowed to continue to take part in the meetings, vote on issues, and participate in all the other activities that we have going on. This concludes the most common or most frequently asked questions of the organization and my experience of the organization. And lastly, if you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button. Also, make sure you check out our social media handles, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Please like our things on social media and share with a friend. And more importantly, look out, we have more informative videos coming out soon. Thank you, and stay safe.